Good morning, Bhargav. It's Thursday, the 9th of March. Here's the heads up brief for today. Southeast Asia production, we covered 20 issues. In North Asia, we covered 5. In the Australasia and Pacific Islands, we covered 7. And in South Asia, we covered 15 issues, plus the major issues in the Europe, Middle East, and Africa region.
Hey Uday, which are the major issues today?
So Bhargav, in Timor-Leste, the government has approved a new law to regulate martial arts groups. Now, as we know, martial arts groups are amongst the biggest internal security threats in the country, and there have been concerns over martial arts groups mobilizing ahead of the upcoming parliamentary elections.
All right, Uday, this sounds fascinating and quite consequential as well. Is your team working on this?
Yeah, we're doing an assessment on this, Bhargav.
All right.
Right. Moving over to Indonesia. So the West Papua National Liberation Army attacked an airstrip in Intan Jaya in the highlands of Papua a couple of days ago. In terms of an update regarding the hostage situation, so security forces have extended operations to Lani Jaya Regency, and they said that New Zealand did offer them support for a rescue mission, but Indonesia said no to that.
We'll have to see if Indonesian government can handle such a delicate situation. It's quite precarious, really.
Right, it is. And the hostage has been kidnapped for over a month now, so it doesn't look good. Moving
Right.
on. So in Malaysia, former Prime Minister Muhyiddin Yassin will be summoned to the Malaysian Anti-Corruption Commission tomorrow. Now, this has the potential to be quite controversial as he was a former prime minister, and he does have a degree of grassroots support from some of the conservative Malay voters.
All right.
In Thailand, 2 people were arrested for attempting to smuggle 1,000 kilos of crystal methamphetamine, 1 million ecstasy pills, and 300 kilos of ketamine in Tak province. Since the coup in Myanmar, we have seen a surge in smuggling and especially drug trafficking in the region, especially through Thailand, and this has escalated in the last year.
Okay, that's interesting, Uday. We'll have to keep an eye on such a major increase, and that's a very big catch actually, given the sensitive nature of the borders.
Right. Yeah, there have been several of these big catches in recent months, so it is something we are watching out on, Bhargav. Um, Moving over to South Asia, yesterday in Punjab, in Pakistan, a Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf worker was killed and numerous others were injured when they clashed with law enforcement in Lahore. Lahore authorities have imposed prohibitory orders for 7 days. This was the first Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf election rally. And after the violence, Imran Khan called.
All right.
In India, at least 5 Naxals were injured following a clash with security forces in Sukma. It'll be interesting to see how the left-wing insurgency in India stands ahead of next year's elections, as the ruling BJP party has said that it wants to eradicate the Naxals and left-wing insurgency within India completely by the next year or so, which is quite unrealistic.
All right, that's interesting.
Lastly, Bhargav, for the Europe, Middle East, and Africa regions, anti-government protests are emerging in South Africa over the cost of living crisis and increase in corruption, amongst other factors. Protests will be held nationwide on the 20th of March.
All right.
And in France, strikes and protests are to continue over pension reform, which the government will make into law this month. That's a brief for today, Bhargav. Anything else from you?
No, thank you there. That's it from me. That was a good brief.